Hi, this is Socionics. Today we're going to be determining Socionics type of Drake, and we propose you to do it with us. And Socionics is a science about people and their relationships.
We will watch his interview and we'll show you selected fragments with our explanation from Socionics' perspective of what's been said.
Let's do it.
Working as hard as I possibly can with my friends that I grew up with, making my family happy. I do make music that makes you feel something.
Okay, so in this part he describes himself as he sees himself, like what kind of music he creates. He creates music that makes people feel something. He's making his family proud. He's working with people that he grew up with, and he's like showing the connections that he has with people, with his friends, with his family, with other people that he's fans, and he's creating music that makes people feel something. So he connects in all the directions, and he's describing these connections that he has with other people, and with the world around him, which is introverted ethics, how you are connected to the world and people around you. Well, mainly people, I would say.
A lot of people talk that talk and just do it because that's what hip hop is about. Well, I'm going to talk and I'm going to talk like I'm the biggest dog, but I'm not. I'm actually the one guy that can really step up to the plate and talk my game.
I loved how he started describing people, different people, how differently can people behave and pretend that they are, like how he said, like a top dog or something.
Yeah.
I'm a big dog or something. So what do you think about that?
Well, he evaluates their weakness from standpoint of extroverted sensing.
So why do you think
Because they are not like that in real life, he's saying. And he's saying that he is real, and
he's real top dog, and they're not.
There's something to be said for the fact that everybody wants to be the guy with the juice. Everybody wants to be the best. It's complete self-expression. A lot of it has to do with talking about yourself. Rap is like, you use rap to update people on your life, at least I do.
Well, he talks from introverted ethical standpoint, because his songs is about himself. And it's like status updates. So
now I'm dating this one, and now I'm dating this one.
Yeah.
And she is crying because I left her, and she is calling on my cell phone, but I don't respond because I'm not interested in her anymore.
In his songs, he actually sings a lot about relationships, about girls, or about all the introverted ethical categories. And also he says that everyone's want to be the best. This is also can point out that he probably got extroverted sensing in values.
Yeah.
Because at very least he himself wants to be the best.
Yes.
I think that's where a lot of the confrontation stems from in our genre, because when you're not on an album cycle, there's going to be someone else that wants that spot. So you have to come back with a vengeance always,
Do you?
I like to. I mean, I'm here to win.
So I like how he explained here about the confrontation in this genre, because as he said before, so the confrontation overall is extroverted sensing, and how he explained in the detail, so where this confrontation comes from. So as he said before, that this genre is mostly about their personalities, about their life, so it's not just a song it's about them. And when you're making a song, you want this song to be the best, meaning that you want to be the best. And this is a confrontation not of the, my song is better than yours. It's like, I am better than you are. Because my song basically represents myself. It's me. It's my life, and my life is better than yours. And when he was talking about this, charts, like I want to be in this spot, and if I'm not here, then somebody else will be. And I am like want to be the number one.
Best.
He wants to be the best. He wants to be number one. And it's not his son. It's just himself. Because this genre, as far as I feel, that it's just about the persona that is singing. It's not about the song. It's not about the words. Like Taylor Swift style. She's like selecting these words. She wants it to be rhymed. She wants it to be beautiful. But they want just to claim their persona and they're like, how they're the best.
To be, you want it to be that way. You want to win.
Yeah, I function best under pressure. One.
I like just how he said that he functions best under the pressure. That's a very interesting statement because I've just remembered the phrase that we've recently heard about another person who also has extroverted sense and values strong. He said that pressure is healthy. And now he's saying, well, I function best under the pressure, which points out towards extroverted sensing again.
Killings and drugs and all that stuff. Like, it's just, I can't rap about that. You have to understand when I'm finishing these albums, remember, there's a lot of things that are off limits to me. And it's not because someone told me they're off limits to me. I just make them off limits to myself because I'm not going to step out of my character just to finish a record.
Well, that's interesting that he is saying that he have topics that he don't want to sing about it and he would never step out of his character. So basically what he means here, it's he have certain moral principles and
really?
He wants people to see him certain way.
It's like an image.
Yeah, that's true. So,
that's interesting.
So when he thinks that something is singing about is bad, this is introverted ethics. And creating his image is extroverted ethics.
This is so interesting because people who are ethics and they are extroverted, they are very good in branding and imaging and like presenting yourself. And I was like thinking, why is that? Like, so basically you are sort of controlling and predicting how other people will react on the image that you are creating.
The vulnerable side is like, they don't want to go there. I'm okay with going there. That to me is supreme confidence. The fact that I could express, the issues that I'm having with family, with women, or with self.
Wow, that's a very interesting statement. How he explains that he is special because he can go into the topic of relationships which many not comfortable to, and he is not afraid of it, and he even calls it like ultimate confidence.
Yeah, ultimate confidence. I'm talking about my relationships openly and freely.
But in fact, it's actually more related to his introverted ethics. Yeah. Because as an ethic, this is a topic that you can feel yourself freely in, and you can and want to talk about it. You understand it. So that's why he really talks about it. And his confidence is about different aspects or reasons.
Yeah, so he's confident talking about his relationships, but he might not be confident about other things talking.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
When kids are young, sometimes you can't fault them for the way that they choose to alienate some kids or the things that come out of their mouth. Kids say the darndest things. I hold no resentment for anybody that, gave me a hard time.
Yeah, well, it's interesting how he said how he feels right now about it, that he don't hold any resent, and that he basically forgives those who are saying bad things, but he thinks that it's normal at that age. So a lot of how he personally feels.
A lot of understanding.
And forgiveness itself, also introverted ethics.
Yes, because I feel like forgiveness, it's like you change your feeling towards something. If you have a negative feeling and somebody was giving you like a hard time and you're forgiving them and you don't have this negative feeling anymore. So it's sort of, again, introverted ethics. And
your feeling is introverted ethics. All right, let's get down to the results. What values we've seen?
So what we've seen from this interview is definitely extroverted sensing and introverted ethics was like probably dominating, and these two aspects are only in third quadrant. So only third quadrant has both extroverted sensing and introverted ethics in
And it was both in his speech and it's also in his songs.
And in his songs, we watched separately a couple of his videos, and they're just full of introverted ethics, I would say, and extroverted sensing as well.
Yeah, time to time, at very least. And during his interview, he was using like such expressions a lot, like to be number one, I always like to win, like to be the best. And this is extroverted sensing. And introverted ethics, where he was analyzing like how kids feel, how other singers feel, and what he's feeling comparing to their feeling. So he was pretty easily talking about this topic, and as well as he confessed sort of himself that he likes to sing about, and he is different from other singers because he like this kind of guy that talks about this like relationships and emotional side and the way he feels about people.
So what we figured is that probably he's probably ethic, right? So what we've also discovered from his speech, the way he was talking was pretty irrational. He was jumping from one topic to another and then returning to the first one and then remembering something else. So it's very like irrational style of talking also.
Yeah, as well as in songs. He was singing about one thing, then he was singing about another, then about another, and that are not necessarily connected to each other. So it almost like you get this feeling of randomness and not really like, beginning, and there is like some reasoning and there is some structure to it. It's more random,
totally.
which is towards irrationality. So we got irrational.
Irrational.
Who's also ethic
and extroverted sensing and extrovert overall, third quadrant.
So we came down to sensory, ethical, extrovert.
So leave in the comments below whom you want us to type next, and the full interview will be in the description below. If you want to watch more, click the video on the left or on the right.
And to subscribe, click the circular channel icon. Thank you for watching.